Press for ticket. Yes, please. Thank you. Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another video. Many of you asked how is like to ride the motorways with a Honda CB500X. So I thought I'm gonna jump on a bike and show you with this quick video what it looks like to ride this bike on motorways, and is this bike even capable of doing so. We all know how good this Honda CB500X is, but is it really capable of riding long stretches in a motorway or even short stretches in a motorway? This is what we're gonna test today, so stick around. So usually motorway speeds, as we all know, are in the range of 120-130 kilometers per hour. So I'm gonna accelerate to reach out. I'm at the moment 120, 125, 130 kilometers per hour. So this is what you would expect from a bike to ride on motorways. I can say right off the bat that Honda CB500X is not a good motorway bike, and if you are planning to ride a lot of motorways, this might not be the best bike for you. Maybe it will be advisable to look something with a higher cc engine that just has enough of volume, you know, to cruise comfortably on speeds between 130 and 150 kilometers per hour. What I can tell you right now, the blasts of a wind are very strong, and I do have this GV aftermarket windscreen, and it helps tremendously. With the stock windscreen, I wouldn't be even possible to ride these speeds, because wind blast would be so high that it would kind of, you know, shift my head around. So 130 kilometers per hour is where engine also struggles a little bit. I can see that fuel consumption on this speed is also going more than 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is a lot, honestly. I mean, not a lot, but more than Honda usually kind of needs. Let's slow down a little bit and let's check how are things on 120 kilometers per hour. So I'm gonna just accelerate slightly, and now I'm on 120 kilometers per hour. Okay, so this feels like a little better, and I would say, based from noise from an engine, that Honda likes this speed more. Current fuel consumption, I'm at the moment watching to be on the straight line, so I don't go down and up. We're looking at 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm at the moment around 6,000 RPMs in top gear, in a 6th gear. I would say this is the type of speed that is optimal for this kind of bike. I was expecting this bike to be relatively bad for motorways because of smaller engine. As you can see, on 120 kilometers per hour, you could practically ride comfortably and optimally, you know, from fuel consumption standpoint. From the safety slash stability standpoint, things are totally acceptable on this speed. Let's try a little bit higher speed and let's see what happens. There's not a lot of wind today. Yeah, on 150 kilometers per hour you can feel blasts of wind from all directions, and I can feel that engine is screaming loudly. I hope you can hear me talking. Fuel consumptions go significantly up, around 7 liters per 100 kilometers. This bike is kind of slightly limited with riding long distances on motorways. Is it capable of doing short distances on motorways? I would say definitely, but for long distances maybe, you know, you would need to accept that you should slow down and ride this bike in optimal RPM range from the mechanical standpoint as well from the fuel consumption standpoint. Yeah, I can feel significantly better on the speeds between 110 120 kilometers per hour. Everything above 120 kilometers per hour becomes, let's say, you feel everything, you know, significantly more. Also, for doing a long miles, it will be advisable to get some kind of throttle control or something, you know, because this bike doesn't have a cruise control factory fitted. I would advise you to get the aftermarket cruise control, not to keep hands, you know, all the time on the throttle fully, because after you know, even a couple of hours of riding, your skin would probably start tingling. You would feel tired. Okay, what about from the vibration standpoint? I'm gonna accelerate again on 120 130 kilometers per hour. Yes, definitely at the moment on 130 this bike is struggling. It's not that it cannot go, but you know, all parameters I would say go above normal. Yes, okay. Regarding one also important thing, and that's vibrations. You can feel bike is vibrating significantly above 120 kilometers per hour, and the ends of handlebars are shaking. I do have these grip uppies and they do help a lot. Without them I would probably be tired in an hour or two even. Okay, as you all know, I'm not a big fan of motorways. I avoid them whenever I can, but it's totally understandable that some of you have a need to ride on motorways. So let me conclude this video, guys, for you. Alright guys, I'm off the motorway and I just want to conclude this video with my thoughts about Honda CB500X being a motorway machine. So my verdict is this. Is this bike capable of doing motorways? Yes, absolutely. Do you need to accept certain compromises? Yes, absolutely. So this bike will drive you totally normally, all parameters normal, fuel consumption normal, vibrations normal, no extra, no crazy wind blasts. Everything will be okay up to 120 kilometers per hour. So if you find 120 kilometers per hour acceptable speed for you, then this will be the bike that can do motorways for you. If you are used to riding 150, 170 kilometers per hour on motorways, no, this bike won't be motorway bike for you. Would I ever drive this bike on motorways? Yes, I would, but as I already mentioned, for riding motorways you would need better wind protection than a stock. You would need something to prevent vibrations, like I have grip puppies here. You can see police over here. You cannot expect this bike to be a perfect motorway machine, even though it can reach higher speeds, but just as with any little bike, you know, it's very limited in acceleration from 120, 130 and more kilometers per hour as well. You know, we already mentioned things like cruise control and things like that if you're gonna ride 4, 5, 6 even more hours on motorway. For short stretches in motorway, 20, 30, 50 kilometers, totally okay bike, no issues whatsoever. You are able to kind of, you know, keep up with the traffic totally normally between 80 and 120 kilometers per hour. All right, I'm gonna have a coffee now, I will stop somewhere and keep away myself from motorways. Anyways, with that, thanks for tuning, thanks for watching the video. If you like it, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, comment section is below, and I'll talk to you all in next one. Thank you.
Na kahvi.
Ah.
Kahvi.